Hi, good day. My name is Excel, and I will tell you about the data that you should know if you want to visit some of these two countries that I will tell you about next. First country, Australia. Recognized by the famous Sydney Opera House to visit you must pack light clothing sunscreens instead the water in Australia, especially in summer, is quite intense and temperatures can exceed 14 degrees Celsius. In Australia, alcoholic beverages should not be consumed in a public area, including the beach and parks, because you can be fined or even arrested. In Australia, you should not strong garbage on the street, including cigarette butts. This would carry a fine of 17 Australian dollars. In Australia, for big ride, you must wear an helmet since the ticket is considered a vehicle in Australia, and if you not wear it, you can be fined. It's always important to take traffic signs into account as a precaution. It is for your safety. If you ignore the instruction, you will be fined more than 15 Australian dollars. Second country, Mexico. The country climate is diverse and changes during the different of the year. In rains or very intense heat and cold in winter, it's advisable to find out about the weather condition during your stay in the country to know what clothing will be suitable for packing. Its gastronomy is made up of street-made ingredients, corn, beans, and chili. In most typical dishes, you will find at least one of them. In restaurants in Mexico, it is common to live in tips. Traveling to Mexico, it is a great opportunity to open your mind and see beautiful landscape. If you want to go out to the typical market, it is important that you bring cash as they do not always accept a credit card. Now that we know a little more about Australia and Mexico, we can make some comparison with strict restriction in Australia with if you complete with them you can make a fine difference from Mexico. It's a free country, it's there are central fine but most of these are for traffic and are the most common. But find that they will find in both countries consuming alcohol beverage in public areas. Another big difference is that when you visit restaurants in Mexico, it's appropriate to leave tip for the person who served you. In Australia, on the contrary, it's not appropriate to tip.